guys.
They've got.
I've missed you all so much.
I know, everyone's so biz.
It's a pleasure to be back.
You've been putting a fucking special together.
Yeah.
Debut special. Exciting, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's easy to find. It's called Terrified. That's it. So just do Sal Vulcano Terrified, and you'll find the gorilla on your own.
It's those 800-pound gorilla guys. Those are good guys.
I had a great. They were really great partners.
Yeah, they
still are. Yeah,
they were awesome. They were partners with me with my network.
Yeah,
sweet guys.
Yeah, they're really a great team.
Nashville.
Yeah. They did something so nice the day it came out. They went out on the lawn of their building, and they had like these big letters on the lawn, and they were just like something like congratulate, like terrified, whatever it was, I forget, but it was like very touching.
With human beings?
The human beings went out, and then they had these big letters like that they had cut out, like a big sign on the lawn that they made, and they all stood in front of it like a class photo.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was really nice. I was very touched by it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
800-pound gorilla is a cool group of guys. Yeah, they do the audio and.
Is that a big gorilla? 800 pounds? Is it an average gorilla? What is? Why?
That's a very, very big gorilla, I'd say.
I think it's I think it's a gorilla. A gorilla is like a ton, right?
Really?
No, I don't know. I just said it.
I don't know either. We were all guessing, but you say it with such conviction. It makes me happy.
A gorilla's over 6. I know a baby gorilla.
Well, yeah. When you were heavy, you always gauged yourself against what child animals.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was on Skanks. You guys actually did a whole thing. What's heavier than? What's Bobby heavier than?
Yeah, it was a lot of things. Your basic dorm room furniture.
Yeah, it was a pool table. It was a double door stainless steel Samsung refrigerator with ice and water, crushed ice.
And it makes the artisan ice also.
Yeah. How much?
I mean, 300 to 500.
Oh, there you go.
And the regular mountain gorilla is about 400, and the females weigh 200.
Oh, so an
pigs.
800-pound gorilla is huge then.
Huh?
An 800-pound gorilla is huge then.
800-pound gorilla would be a huge gorilla. So I was actually right.
You were right.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I am so happy to be here, Sal. I'm so happy you're here too on this day because I need energy. Holy
so
shit. Holy
He
shit,
He
man.
just got off Tourgasm too.
I know.
He was out doing his little fishing trips.
It's not what tour's supposed to be. You're supposed to sleep and stay in a dark room all day watching true crime on my TV that nobody wants to watch with me.
Is it that much still? Is it bad? Is it like you?
No, bad's the wrong word. It's so fun.
No, I know it's fun.
And so well
I just
thought
mean
out.
like, are you like find yourself against your own wishes, like having to be like partying all the time or up all night, like just like.
Yes.
I've done a couple of nights with it, but it's like I still go. I'm sorry, I have to go to bed. I can't do any of this.
You do feel like the jag when you do that though. And this weekend was
too much pressure.
I hear you, this weekend was a particular. I had a couple outs. I have Soder with me, and for the first 3 shows, I had Dave Attell. Dave Attell's an easy out. You could always just roll with Attell because he does what he wants to do.
Right.
No activities during the day. Doesn't even pretend to take part. He goes to the hotel the second he stays up all night, Dave.
He has the same regiment as Dracula.
He does. Yeah. He stays up all night. Then there's that situation is you feel bad then going to bed knowing that that's why I learned by day 2, I'm going to bed. I'm going to start making the move to go to bed because if other people start going and you're out there with Dave, we all want him to be happy and we all love him and respect him so much. It's just, you'd feel like, no, dude, I definitely want to stay up till 6 a.m. with you. And then you'll go to a hotel and then in 4 hours, I'm going to find out that Bert's, we have to go deep water fishing. And
he sets up the day trips and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's always a thing to do. They even got last day. I'm so susceptible, man. It's so easy. I go, hey, when I woke up the last day, I was like, it's the last day. I gotta get all my stuff out of the bus, put it in the hotel. So I was like, they go, Jay, you going to the surf lessons and stuff? And I went, no. And they went, okay. And then Bert goes, no, you're not going to go? And I was like, nah, not on this one, buddy. I did them all this week. I go, I need one to just go recollect. And he goes, how about you come for like an hour? And the runner will take you back if you want to go in an hour. And I was like, and then, everyone's standing around you, and I'm still brushing my teeth, and I have wipes in my front pocket because I'm going to go take a shit, or I just took a shit also, and you're like, okay.
You went?
I did everything. I did every event.
You went
every adventure.
surfing?
No, you didn't have to surf. Me and Dan just rode just rode waves like with our bodies.
I don't like that these guys got bamboozled into a TV show.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
So
this is a TV show.
So is it all content driven, or is it just like, let's go have fun because we're on the road and otherwise we're going to be sleeping in our hotel rooms?
No. This is
I hope-
1,000,000% content driven.
I hope it comes out. I hope it comes out on HBO just like Torgasm, and it's just like a 10 episode arc.
Me
and
and
they
Daniel-
make
me
they
and-
make
surprised
Jay
if he wasn't
they make
really-
Jay the fucking the sleepy one, the sleepy dwarf.
True.
I mean,
They
it's basically like he releases it on his channels, but it is a show. It's fully produced.
yeah,
right?
fully produced. Me and Dan could walk away. Would be walking away to like talk shit or not even just whatever, and then you just like even the conversation of like, want to go get on the electric bikes or we'll go smoke a joint, blah blah, and then you just look up and there's like a little microphone. You're like, huh? Like Jesus.
Are they following you with a boom?
Yes.
If they're following you with a boom, it's not just on the camera. It's not
A lot of times it's just camera, but sometimes there's a boom, and there's and they're all great. His whole crew is fucking great, man.
Yeah.
They're all so good. Like everyone does their job like phenomenal. The way that thing runs is, I did it with like bands and shit before, and seeing like a major production for that for like the biggest bands, some of the biggest bands, and this production is nuts.
But it's more than like you get hired to do a comedy show.
What do you mean?
Well, you're really doing a TV show with comedy in it, right? They're not filming the comedy, right?
They film everything, I think.
So they film the whole thing, and
Yeah.
but you're also doing shit during the day. So you're filming a TV show, kind of
Your content house.
content house.
It's content house. For
I
sure.
am. I'm so past. Like I can't. I wouldn't be able to. I'd have to go. He had to rename it Partially Loaded. I can't even like. I am so now on the road, just like wanted to get to bed, like just do nothing, do the show and nothing else. I've been to every state a million times. I don't want to see like the this or that. To think that like they'd be like, all right, let's go. We're going to do. We're taking. We're
Fishing.
candle making. I'm be
So,
like, I can't do it.
this weekend it was.
You're not into surfing?
I took a surf lesson once.
We did a 4
Once.
once. Yeah, we did.
Jay's fake smile and that. I mean that everybody else is really having, and Jay's just fake. Oh shit!
Oh yeah. By the way,
That's your I want to be doing tummy time in my hotel room smile. It's so full of shit.
Yeah, they got one shot at that photo. Jay gave him one shot at getting a photo.
no, I did a couple of those up on the bow, and I tell you what, felt like I was going to fall twice. I don't. So this is being raised by mom and grandmom for too many years, and my step pop not being an outdoorsman, is that that's all icky to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch it. And when the guy would just go, we were all sitting in the front there. And at one point, the guy, when he brought in one of the fish, he just throws it down by our feet, and it starts flopping around on our feet. Like, ha, ha.
Yeah.
And I jump up because I don't like that. Then he made me hold one. Then they throw it back in. Now, I will say, all of these things, and I mean this, I would tell, who gives a shit? I would tell you if I didn't have fun or whatever. They were all fun.
Yeah.
And fun things to do. It's just, you're doing the thing, and then you sort of even... You can, me personally, this is very much my thing. I can't let go of the idea that I need time to go. I have to, in these hotel rooms, keep in mind, unpack entirely. You know what I mean? Oh, not entirely, but I have to take all my toiletry, everything out, and get a shower. Now you're also collecting dirty clothes. So I'm a person that's like, I don't just put everything back in the bag. I have a dirty clothes bag now that I'm packing back in the suitcase, and everything's just like, so it's unpack, take 5 seconds to yourself, take a shit, take a shower, and then the thing is you go, but when you go back, it's a thing. You got to bring all the luggage back, put the suitcase under the bus, put your bag back on the bus. You know that bag's going to have to come apart because that's where you put the sleeping shorts. And so it's just a lot of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to put stuff here and there and everything
I like going to a hotel
yeah.
one time,
Yeah.
unpack, everything's everywhere. The last night, right after the show, I go back to the room, I pack everything. So the morning I wake
Yep.
up, my pants, my
Toothbrush.
socks, my underwear, toothbrush,
Same.
hat, ready to go. Put it on, brush my teeth, out the fucking door, take a key just in case.
Same
One
exact.
scan, in the
My-
car, on the plane, home, done.
My suitcase
Hallelujah.
is
and then
my
I tell my wife
suitcase
to
is
empty that, fix that.
my suitcase is standing up. Now I've started, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, toothbrush and toothpaste travel within my carry bag, my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
So I can close my suitcase up completely the night before. All I got to do is brush my teeth, dry off the toothbrush,
Yeah.
put it in my carry-on bag, and I'm out the door. I've known how to refine. So doing this though 4 times over 5 days, the entire thing. That when it got to stuff where I agreed, I'm like, let's go to the beach for like an hour. I went, okay, I'll go for an hour. And then like the second wave of these are such minor, trivial things.
Are you afraid if you say no, he's gonna like be mad at you? If you go, dude, I ain't doing fucking surfing. Go fuck yourself.
No,
but it's understood that like this,
No.
like it's a vacation.
He knows David Tell's not going to do it.
It's totally fun.
Dave doesn't have shorts.
But I'm not in this at all.
You can't show up surfing in
if it makes
jeans
sense, if it makes you feel
and a
better.
fucking in a Barracuda jacket, and then 5 hats on, whatever he's wearing
Dave,
now.
Dave on the surfboard with his black Carhartt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jay with his little fingerless mittens and a wallet.
Dave's holding like a big culotta.
I didn't do the that pool day they were just showing there. I did not do the pool.
How does Bert do it though? How does he?
I don't understand. Well, I'll tell you what. He's
I
a
used
napper,
to-
big time napper.
Yeah.
He's a big napper. So like, also that's what I'm saying. That's what's interesting too. And also the way he lives. He's just, by the way, he's made for that. This is not a bad thing. I've been on a bunch of tours now, and the people who are the most like love it and get into it are the people that go like, yeah, no, I might not shower today, and if I do, I'll grab one backstage at the place, and like, I don't care if someone knocks, and I'll take a shit somewhere here at the venue. And do you know what I mean? Like when people can live like that, they kill it. Oh shit! Oh, I stink, man. I got to take a shower finally. I can't live like that.
You can't live like that.
No. Besides Bert,
Yeah.
Besides Bert, the other people on the tour that are our age or older are all gung ho, or do you secretly share? It looks like
Yeah, we want some dirt. Any dirt? What? Anybody
I understand. Like
get into a fight yet?
it's an experience.
No, nothing?
It costs money. Like it's a nice thing he's doing. It's like,
great. It's
it is,
amazing.
it is amazing to do these extra things, make these memories, have these laughs. It is, but like when it's like, but I like when it comes organically. Like it'd be tough for me. Like a lot of times I'm like, I need to have downtime, quiet before this show tonight.
but
I can't just go from that to the state. It's just like
It's not as black and white as like right or wrong. Who's right or wrong in that situation? Bert's kind of right, and I do believe it. Like again, it is expected because he lives his whole life in content. He even says that that's like he's worried about that in his life. That it's so much like anything that happens in his life that he's not even filming. He's like, please God, someone be filming this, which is like a scary place to be. Where he says he's worried about being too performative. But I do, and call me a sucker if you want. I believe in the boyish innocence of Bert. To the degree that, like, in his mind, though, and he is, and he means it, and he's right. When we all go, everyone has a blast.
I know.
He's creating memories with friends. He's like, yo, I get to do this with people I picked to do this, and it's like, man, I'm going to be on a boat with Jay, Soder, Mark Normand and everything, and we're fishing and reeling in fish. He does. He loves it. The rest of us,
great.
we're the cynical ones. Like,
Yeah, but because we're comics,
Of course.
we that's what we do. We
told-
rip everything apart. We're cynical about everything.
I told you outside, me and Sal, especially, are two people who have had me and him, maybe me, you, and one other person, emotional conversations about comedy, the business, the quote unquote art of what we do or something. Because we know you got to keep it to 3 of us because we know it's cheese dick, but this is our moment to have that moment. We're stoned or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could have that sitting in a big circle when it's crossover to a Jelly Roll being there and Bert and having a musician who is great complimenting like yourself. I don't know how to take that and give that conversation back. You're just like, oh, you're great, dude. Because they're always like, the poetry, how you talk, and this isn't even to me. Forget, I'm not saying this to me. Just the mastery, the way, and the builds. I think you're saying Chad Daniels. He's like, you build. It's like a rock show. It's like you open with this thing, you set a tone, and then it build, and you just gotta sit there and go, thank you. Like you just keep saying that. I don't know what to say. It's such a weird, grand thing. You know what I mean? And you're like, if you do it, if you get wrapped into it, you can get wrapped in it. We all can.
Yeah.
But then you're like. But my personality is the guy who goes, what are you jerk-offs babbling? And like, shut up. Who cares? Oh, the art, the way we work them with them. We get in their heads and do it's like, shut up about it. David Tell called it behind the music talk, which is fucking hilarious. He goes, you guys done with the behind the music talk back there?
Yeah, but why couldn't you just say that?
Because Attell's not going to do that either. He's not going to do it.
Jelly Roll. I mean, Jelly Roll's man.
He's great.
Great guy. But when they start when actors or
that's their
musicians
world,
get
though.
into there, they love jerking each other off with the art of what they've. And I get it because they're.
It's a more
amazing.
serious art.
Yeah,
the art
ours
is
is
rooted
like-
in serious.
So
That's
what are you
why.
talking about? Like how Jay's levels of about pussy jokes, or you know what I mean? How I fucked a stool. You know, because the way you grab the stool, other people grab the stool, but you kind of grabbed it. And I was like, that's a woman. That's not a. I didn't even see wood. I saw a female. And when you went and you started banging it, it was like I felt like emotion. Shut the fuck up,
Dude, the way that you do that Mexican voice is.
It's crazy.
No, it really is. That's what I mean. Like it's that kind of.
When you get scared and terrified, I was scared. I was like, is there a spider? Is there like this is you're amazing. Just look at me, Sal. Look at me. Unfuck you're amazing.
Yeah, you feel weird because you don't want to be like.
It's because you can
Jay,
be,
when you go, hey, where are you from? I believe you. I believe
That's
you.
all
I'm
I
like,
can do.
I'm like, this is nuts.
All I want to be is someone that you believe that you believe what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's a good compliment.
Fucking
That
assholes.
you believe it. No, listen. Again, it's the thing too.
Listen, I should talk. I did a prayer circle with Dane and Gary Goldman.
Of course, dude. You did
Guys,
everything.
Kick ass tonight. I mean,
You rode a
fucking-
horse. You tore your ACL playing touch football with 3 gay guys.
Dude,
Do you give it back to him?
I break
Are you
all.
like-
I break all the rules, dude.
Do I give it back?
Are you like, dude? And I believe that you
No.
only talk to God when you need
Do me
a
a
favor.
favor. No.
If I was there, I'd be talking about that song. Though it's my favorite song.
No,
It's
but
amazing.
But he played. No, but he played us some of his like new stuff that's coming out, and it was like great. You know, what I mean, it was really. It was very good. It was
it
added,
good?
it was added a little more, even
Super
like
talented.
it's going like alt rocky a bit, almost like the like Black Keys like genre where it was kind of going. It's pretty neat. No, and you can be complimentary back. It's not that. It's just that when we leave, we're both artists, and we can be drawn into that conversation about. Sure, what we do is actually like a thing that's interesting.
If you're one-on-one, right?
Right.
I would do it.
Of course, or 2 friends.
I guess that's me being insecure. I guess, so not wanting to. I can't take myself seriously.
But when, well, let me just say, when the musicians,
Yeah.
when they leave that conversation, musicians are going and writing. It's like, you know, the fire in my heart will never die. It's like blah blah blah. We'll meet again down the road. Blah, I miss.
And we're
you know.
writing,
And
when
we
I
have to
shit
go.
my pants.
We have to go. Literally, it's like, have you ever just eaten your own cum because you're in a rush?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like I get why they can they dwell in that much more than we do, and we're supposed to sit there when someone's going like, 2 guys going like, oh man, he goes, when you find that pocket in your writing where you're just in that zone and you're like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like, I'm gonna go get salami from the green room.
Yeah, but it's Dan Soda, it's Mark Norman, it's you,
Mm-hmm.
and Attell. That seems like the crew that would not let that happen.
Oh, Norman's not talking like that. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
Norman's not fucking letting that go down. He didn't say you're gay. Hey, you're fat. Have another jelly donut, you fat fuck.
He was only there first 2 nights. Norman was only on the first 2. So where was he on that first day of the circle? He may not have been there, like in the circle time. But he
Circle,
came-
is that what you call it?
Circle time. Well,
Circle
yeah.
time with Jelly Roll?
Jelly Roll's 10th time.
He I got blindsided by when I met him for the first time. It was introduced to me as a rapper.
He was.
Yeah, no, I know,
Yeah.
but I'm just then all of a sudden it's like he has like a pop religious country song that's the biggest song in the world. I was like, oh, I didn't
Huge.
realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was pretty great. Chris Porter played guitar and he did
I
acoustic.
saw that.
He did acoustic every night.
Great song.
So Chris Porter is just skilled enough at guitar to know how to play his song.
Well, he played his song. He played
that's
2 of his
bold.
songs. He played
It's bold.
Son of a Sinner. Is that what it's called? Son of a Sinner? I want to say he played that. They played Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, and then he did like a rap medley with the guitar. They did like Lose Yourself and
Is everybody
Sorry, Miss
killing?
Jackson.
Like everybody's murdering. It's like that type of crowd where
It's great. The
just
shows
having
have
a
been
good
great.
time.
And I would say there's not even like soft spots in the show. Like the show's, it gets fuller as the night goes on. Some of them, like the baseball stadium size stuff, you watch it filling. One, you're outside, so it's bright. And then you see it kind of filling as the night comes
Because
on. The arenas, the inside and the amphitheaters are from opening comic.
Well, those Opie
full.
and Anthony shows were terrifying because the fans were such.
Oh, those
mean-
are monsters.
They,
No,
they
these
were,
people.
They were tailgating all day, but the time they got in there, they're fucking hammered. And I remember walking out at one show, and the guy was immediately just going, "Fuck you, you fucking suck." And I was like, I didn't even say anything yet, dude.
You're
and
like,
it didn't matter.
My artistry. Let me explain something that you don't know.
Please,
We
yes.
just were speaking.
Yeah, right.
We were in the back of the
way
jelly
I
roll
handled-
circle.
The way I handled it is I ignored him because what narcissists want is attention, and I didn't give it to him, and it worked. He finally sat down, and I won the crowd over. By the end, standing ovation, and I passed the baton to Patrice O'Neill, and he took it to another direction, which I didn't even think of taking.
Wow, and that's
crazy.
the difference. That's the difference in the art.
The art of it.
Everyone approaches the art a different way, but is one right or wrong? No.
Look, I talked about pussy eating, and so did Patrice. He did it in a totally different way. He did it as a black man.
There's so many different ways to. There's so many different ways to skin a
I didn't
pussy
see it
eating
coming.
joke.
Yeah, and then Billy Burr was like, "I'm just going to make fun of these people.
Yeah.
I'm going to trash these people."
That was the Opie and Anthony, that Dom Herrera one in Philly with Burr. Yeah.
The jokes are like a picture a painting, and you have your canvas. Okay, that's the people, and you're painting them the way. And you could take different directions. This was going to be a seascape. Now maybe I put a little house in there. Who knows? I take it for a walk in many different directions, and I see what not to sound hippy dippy, but what the universe provides me to say
right?
next.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm purely a vessel for the
tag-
words that are out there.
The
Thank you,
tag
Bobby.
on this next joke is like a happy little tree.
Oh, I'd fucking if I'd
Jelly
I'd
roll
kill
circle.
myself.
There I am,
Oh
dude.
boy.
Hell yeah. And who's in there? There's Sam Morrell, Chris Porter.
Dave, Dan.
There's
Bert.
Dan. You guys both taking it.
That's
The tell. By the way, I'm much late on me because I'll smile. By the way, I will. I'll give the compliments. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like I'm very, especially with musicians. It's very easy to be like, yeah. I go, thank you, man. But like, it's so much more awesome what you're doing.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
like the way you're feeling when you're done a concert, it feels way cooler.
When he met fucking what's his name, Bob, our friend Bob in
Kid Rock.
Nashville, Kid Rock. God, he really does know how to go artsy fartsy.
Yeah.
I went, yeah. Kid Rock, I definitely geeked out on. He said, come over here and talk to me. Basically, like he's like, come here, man, let's bullshit for a second. And then I go, essentially, I might as well said, by bullshit, do you want me to tell you every time I've ever seen you live and why I think you're great on stage? Because I'll do that and you don't have to talk at all.
I walked away. I was like, I can't even stay.
You're like,
here.
now, was it always with the bar or was it whatever without the bar?
I think I even did this. I think I did a Summer Sanitarium Tour, 1997.
Picture it. you turned into freaking.
Baltimore, Maryland, Raven Stadium. It's a brand new stadium at the time. I got crotch rot from a long walk in the hot summer sun, and I forgot to baby powder my inner thighs. I had what only called debilitating inner thighs, and yet I sat there, and you and that midget just wowed the shit out of me in a way I've never seen before.
I went into the cellar. I think it was last week. I was there late, and I came in, and Josh was holding court with all the new
Josh Adam Myers.
Josh Adam Myers was holding court. And just, what happens is when you're up on stage, I walked in and go, fuck all of you. I go, you guys are all fucking losers. This table stinks and you
Oh my
guys suck.
God.
The fact that you're literally looking Josh in the eye while he's preaching whatever horse shit, and then they all started laughing, and then we just started trashing it, and Josh was like, God, I was just telling them, shut up.
Let me
Shut
tell you,
up.
that is the sad state of New York City comedy right now. In this regard, that I'm saying, that table that Bobby's talking to, that he walked up to, and that was happening, is a table that when I started comedy, and by the way, the city's greats were there every night. Colin Quinn, DePaulo, Keith, Patrice, Bobby, Norton.
You.
No, this is I'm talking about when I'm a kid. Yeah, I'm saying when we're going in there and we're sitting at a different table. This is me and Kevin Hart and Kurt sitting at a different table because we're not there yet. But we know that that we were brought in by Keith, so they all know us. And not one of them ever gave us one piece of comedy on stage advice or tell us what the thing is and how you should approach it. In fact, if you had a good joke, they would shit on it. They would they would tell you that they wouldn't even tell you it was shitty. They would just, and if you did it too much, then you get shit for that. I'm like, everything was like a beat down that built a character. Now it's a bunch of guys going up there. He goes, you got to go up there and just, it's like uncorking your mind.
Well, what I'm saying is that the Comedy Store is on its way back now. I mean, Rogan did take a lot of, shut the fuck up. Yeah, we didn't even watch. I remember one night somebody was like, "Hey, Dad, I got a new thing. You want to watch it?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come down." And fucking go fuck yourself.
Right.
We didn't watch each other's. It just go. You're funny, fuckface. Just go do your comedy. Come back up here, and we're gonna trash the world.
Yeah.
And be what we were. But I think now it's
Well, you
like
became friends with funny people. You didn't become friends with the next guy because he's the next guy or something. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
It's
that's
it was
right.
like organic
That's
kind of
it,
thing.
right.
Like
everybody that was doing comedy was funny outside of comedy. That's why they started comedy.
right. That's what I mean. Like, I have plenty of some of the most hilarious people to me aren't like the top people like
course.
working in comedy.
Of course,
there's people who are. I mean, I shouldn't even say that. I'm saying there's people who I find as funny off stage as them. It's just on stage, I guess, isn't there or whatever yet. But like that. So yeah, it's such a weird thing to like. Who's the best comic of this group? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck is up with your fingernails?
These.
Dude, you gotta fucking stop, Jay.
Well,
That's mother of pearl.
Well, they got it's Friday.
That's mother of pearl.
Friday. They all did mani pedis.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. That was part of the tourgasm too.
No. This was all last week, but you had these all last week here with you.
The mother of pearl.
Yeah, well, they're just growing out.
You did
now a
not
little bit.
have mother of pearl.
I haven't
They're
changed.
just white.
They're just white. Yeah.
I mean, dude, I saw your fingers coming up while you were walking up to Sirius.
Nice.
I mean, they look beautiful in a weird way. I mean, they're shiny mother of pearl fingernails.
I mother of pearl. I think is slept on. I really.
Yeah, but the key word is mother. They should be on a mom, not my friend Jay.
But there's something about the pearl, the mother of pearl. It's iridescent. It has little flashes of other color. It's
got a little
exciting.
flex.
Yeah,
It's
it's like jizz.
flex.
Yeah,
It's very much like jizz.
Flecks of a color in it.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I do believe
You
I was.
have fucking trans.
I do believe.
fingertips, dude.
I do believe I was able to talk the production now into one of next week's activities
Oh, that's
being Manny's.
Can you?
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
You're gonna get mani pedis?
Well, then I don't have to do it when I come
Yeah,
home.
why not? Go full gay on this tour.
That I'm going to. I could sit and get a mani or a pedi.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get color on your fingers.
Well, I'll go with where the waves go.
You would get. Let me ask
If
you.
everybody's doing it, I'm not above a mother of pearl.
You don't control the ocean,
Dude,
Bobby.
I'm gonna pay. You get mother of pearl. I pay. I got it. I want to see it.
You don't think I could live my life a quarter mile at a time?
You know what? This is fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yo, two people, Sal Volcano and Dominic Toretto, are the only two that live their lives.
You know what was really weird this weekend? You were having a great time. I had a rough time. Started out a little rough. Tried to sneak me into a condo. Oof.
Sneak you?
Yeah, they hotel showed up, condo, and then was like, "This isn't a condo." I'm like, "Well, there's people that actually live here, so that would make it a condo apartment." Hashtag, hotel is everybody leaves, at one point.
You're not a moron.
I checked myself out immediately. I was like, "I'm sorry," whatever.
What are you talking about? This is a permanent hotel.
That's why there's a guy with 3 dogs next door.
Well, we're pet friendly.
Not pet friendly. So, anyways,
If you need housekeeping, just call down and hire a housekeeper.
I can't stay where I know Luis Gomez was jerking off
At best.
a month
At
a
best
month
jerking
ago.
off.
At best jerking off.
So you can't stay in most places.
But,
you can't fly. You can't take a bus.
It wound up being a good time though. The club was great, except for the last show, front
Please
row.
tell me I like a good problem. I love
It
a
was
stage
too
problem.
fucking. As soon as I got up, two kind of hot, middle-aged, have
There
their
you
shit
go.
together.
Yep.
That's my rule at the Village, the Pussycat. When I do my hour on Tuesday, I have a rule: me or uglier, front row.
Got it.
You can't put somebody hotter than me. They have to be me or uglier,
Yeah.
which is a low bar. I understand that.
Disagree.
Well,
I've talked to you about this.
thank you.
Hard
buddy.
disagree.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you for that compliment. It means a lot to me who I am
Also-
as an artist right now.
I was gonna say, 'cause
that's gonna
also-
that's gonna actually affect my next hour.
Most
What
hot
you
guys
just-
aren't funny, Bobby.
Thank you. Buddy.
Yeah,
I
you're actually an
appreciate
exception to the rule, and also because, but your comedy comes from like,
that. I like Christine's sarcastic smile. Right now. It fucking bothers me.
No, I just like that you're like genuinely touched by it.
Well, I was actually still doing the artist
Yeah, he's
character,
doing
but
that
it's
bit.
okay.
Bobby, your comedy doesn't come from here.
Yeah,
It comes from here.
yeah.
Like right.
His rib cage.
My where I'm still kind of fat?
Yes.
Yes.
Just comes from your couple of problem areas. The comedy
comes from my donut area.
It comes from my comedy tends to deliver from my muffin top, my saggy ass.
It doesn't come from your Billy Zane face.
No
I
way.
literally said that on stage. I go, I lost 350 pounds, and the dude went, "You're still fat," and I was like, "Ow." Like, I was like, that hurt. Like,
It's all relative, you piece of shit.
I
You
know.
should wear your merch should be pictures of old you, so that you're living compliments. Then kind of like
just have all the
just even
different
the same guy.
Well, first of all, the club put an ad up. They used every fat photo of me. They went back, got every fat photo I've ever taken, collaged it.
They know they're doing it right.
And then they put 50% off, which fucking
Holy
hurts.
shit.
Which hurts worse than the photos. Then they made use code R Kelly. Okay, now we're kind of stepping over it. Now you kind of hurt my feelings. Now I'm just a pedophile.
That was. You think that was measured? That was a measured act. I mean, that's three things in a row.
I think it was. No, I think people probably trying to be funny. They go to the first thing they see. They don't know me, whatever. But these two girls in the front row, as soon as I got up, she was just facing her like Jay's the guy, facing her and just talking. Yeah, anyways, I was going over there. And I let it go for a couple minutes because I don't really, maybe, yes, Jacob.
Non-comic question. So you'll say you don't want hot girls in the front row because of the, okay. You'll tell the club, don't put them there?
I don't tell the club, but when I do my show at the
Ryder.
Pussycat, in my thing, I say, I don't want, and when I do the lounge, it's
No
it's
pretty
a rule.
chicks.
No hot chicks in the front row.
It's still
They're all like that.
it's still you're not allowed to do that. I don't think in the world. You can't keep people out because they're attractive, and that's gonna be funny when that becomes its own thing. Us attractives are having such a hard time. None of us can sit front row for any of these ugly ass performers.
Dude, there's something, I don't know what it is.
They suck.
And then I was like, the one was just fucking mentally ill.
Why
Like,
did
she
they
was
hate
crazy.
you?
They didn't hate me.
Oh.
They just loved themselves. They didn't hate me at all.
So they were just talking amongst themselves.
I got
all the
one
time.
of them to turn to me, and she was actually laughing. And the other one, I talked to her a minute. I said something to her, like towards the end. I was like talking about finger banging, and she was like, "Oh, gross."
She was the Miranda.
And I said, "Why, you don't like finger?" She goes, "Finger bang is disgusting. You should never do it. Women don't like it." I go, "You're saying that women don't like being fingered?"
Look at Christine's face now. That ain't sarcastic. She was like, "What's this bitch's problem?" Christine lives for a little digital manipulation.
And I said, "Okay, all the women in here, raise your hand if you don't like finger banging." And none of them did.
Room full of squirters.
And she was like, "I think they're lying." I'm like, "All right, you're mentally ill." Because now that, and at the end, she was actually in the military, which I love, right-wing Bobby. Loves that. She was in the Army for 10
Confederate
years.
Bob?
Confederate Bob. Not I said right-wing. I'll take right-wing. I'm not going to take Confederate. But
What? Ku Klux Kelly?
Compound Kelly? Kumia Bob Kelly? I literally said, at the end, I go, "Thank you." I said, "Thank you, good night, great shit, whatever." I made it through without having to kick him out because I didn't want to kick him out. And I said, "Thank you for your service." She went, "Fuck you." And I went, "I just thanked you for your service."
You
she goes,
bull dyke?
She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know." She's just fucking nuts. Ruined the
Can't
fucking
take these
life.
fucking. And they go to they've seen enough and heard enough that they've seen, especially now, right, on social media where you got hecklers being destroyed by comments.
They want that.
Yeah.
Well, they want to be part of it. I said it's they're changing the. I hate to use the term culture of audiences where
Jay,
they're like if they're having the
what? The culture is changing?
yeah the culture of the audience is changing where it's like they really you can say all that shit you want, they do not like think they can't be part of the show. What I mean? Like real comedy fans will, but like tourists are like, this is what it goes down now. Do you at this point, because it's rare, I'd say at this point on the road, I rarely have a shitty heckler. Most of my heckling is positive, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like they just want to yell something out, like about the show or about me or whatever, or just say they love me or whatever, which is sweet. But like it still gets on the nerves of the other people in the audience. So it's like it's causing the same sort of issue without me really being able. If someone's being shitty, at least you could acknowledge it and kind of play off that. At least I would, Yeah. But like when they're just positive and someone's like, "Shut the fuck up," and you're almost like, I know I'm supposed to tell you to shut up, but like it's hard when you just go, "I love you, Big J," and I'm like, "Thank you."
But you can't.
Stop.
The front row though. The people in the back don't hear it. They just hear you.
That's the prettiest.
It's the you can't see them. They can't see them. So if you start, hey, can you shut the fuck up? They're like, just we don't hear it. Just keep fucking going.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to kind of just barrel through it, because if you get into it with them, you're fucked. Either way, the crowd. I wish the crowd would actually take care of it. I wish, like, other girls that are there would be like, "Hey, shut the." I wish that would.
They
happen.
do though.
Yeah.
It happens.
Not
Depends
really.
on the crowd. But that's what I was asking you, Sal. At this point, with like just being so recognizable.
Yeah.
Was there ever negative heckling still show up for you?
It's not a lot of shitty heckling. It's the same as that, or just someone that is so drunk that they walk up to the stage and just want to have a conversation, me and them at that moment.
Yeah.
And
They
it's
get
just
to the stage.
What?
They get to the stage.
People walk up to it, or I've had people come up on stage.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
They've gotten on.
theaters, clubs. Yeah. But,
That's crazy.
I know, and I'm just like what is it? Less so, a little less so.
Dimebag
in
Darrell
theaters,
got
but
shot in the head from that.
Yeah, at West Palm Beach Improv, I had a girl she was in the front table. She was so drunk that she just stood up, walked up a little 3 steps, and just stood there and was like, "Well," and I'm just looking at her. I'm like, "What?" I'm looking at the security. And I'm like, "What do you want me to?" I'm like, "You have to get off, the stage or whatever." And she wouldn't get off the stage. So I'm just like, someone's gonna have to eventually take this woman off. I didn't want to touch her. She was bombed.
Yeah.
So she goes to get down. Finally, the security guards come. They like standing below the stage, like come down, and she goes to get off the stage. Trips, flies, smashes into a brick wall, and then like basically goes to fall down.
Sorry.
They catch her.
Oh, they did?
And then they put her in her seat, right? And
What?
they don't throw her out. And then within 5 minutes later, she is head back, mouth open, snoring. And they still did not throw her out. They still just left her there snoring. At that same night, I was in the green room, and just a woman walked in with her video recorder on. She's like, "Hey, you got to say hello to my whatever." And I'm like, "What are you doing in here?" She's like, "Hey, I'm coming in. What do you like?" They don't even think it's anything wrong with it. I'm like, "You can't come in here like this."
Is that always
my
a crazy
green-
person?
I had a guy come in my green room, sit down, start talking to me, and I was like, he was so comfortable. I thought he was part of the club.
Happened.
And all of a sudden the comic came in. He's like, "Hey man, what's up?" He's like, "What's up? Big fan of Bob. Just thought I'd come in and say hi." It was a fucking dude for the next show.
I've had that more than once.
Same exact thing happened too. Same.
Crazy man, crazy.
Yeah.
I was
Just
on
come right in.
tour with Nate and Bert and Kyle Kinane for like a weekend one time, and we were at Chicago Theater like 5 years ago, and then we all went up to the green room, and there was someone there before all of us. And all of us get in there, and we all think that person is with the other person. No one says anything. Bert's got his shirt off. He's ironing his shirt. And, like, we started talking about, like, real life things. And, like, the guy
Bert
just sitting
ironing
there.
a shirt should have gotten a bigger reaction in general. He's ironing the one
Somebody
thing he doesn't have.
Someone was ironing. I don't know. I think it was Bert, actually, yeah. And then, like, we started talking about, like, real stuff, and then, like, the guy's just, like, eating and drinking. He's just talking to us. And then someone finally said, like, "Oh," and I was like, and I was, they were like, "How do you know whoever?" And then he just looked at everybody and he goes, "I gotta come clean." And we're like, "What?" He goes, I'm a fan. I just snuck back here, and I just was like, it was really cool 20 minutes he was there with us talking about
How did you get him out? Did you get the fuck out?
I was a little bit more. I was like, "Dude, come on, man," But Bert was like, "Whoa, you did it!"
Bert made it content.
That's weird. Not on that fully loaded. There was a guy last year who wore a worker's shirt for the venue and was backstage for like an hour or so. That was wild. He ended up getting into a fight with the security guy. Not so much. Doesn't happen a ton. I think so far maybe one person's gotten backstage, but they got him like right away.
Jerry Seinfeld this weekend fucking had at his show did you see the video?
No.
The
Hamas?
Hamas supporters, not
Hamas themselves?
Hamas showed up.
I mean, Jerry is big.
They showed up and started chanting shit at his show.
You know what? He is actually pretty funny.
What is the deal with Pop-Tarts?
And who makes these borders? Am I right? They seem pretty random.
I don't have socks, but if I did, I would say one would disappear.
This kebab is making me thirsty.
Yeah, he was at I don't know where, a big theater.
Drink minimum.
Oh, is it really? So he's getting this now. Oh boy.
Yeah, but I'm actually
Just for being Jewish?
I'm turning on. I kind of liking Jerry lately. I'm starting to like his whole thing about stand up and calm. He's really
Modeling for those boy clothes. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you ever see his boy clothes modeling?
yeah.
Hey, I'm just a little stinker.
You gotta get the fucking hat with the Letterman jacket or something. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, that was when he was trying to find himself.
What? I'm just a boy, a Jewish boy.
I like duck hunting too. I read all these books.
Yes, I like the Beastie Boys. They're the perfect fusion of punk and rap.
That is hysterical.
Hey, dog, I'm just waiting for Terrence Howard to come over and talk science.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
That wasn't back in the day.
This was
Like
like
2 years ago.
That's not back in the day.
For me, it
back in the
is.
day, he was dating a 17-year-old.
I don't know how young you guys are.
This is
but
old school.
Every fucking year that goes by is back in the day. All right.
Yeah, dude.
that is legitimate streetwear.
Yeah,
like-
he looks
It's a kid.
ridiculous.
That's not even a
There's a whole
streetwear. That's like Hampton streetwear. That looks like I think my grandmother has that couch.
He had to know someone. The wife's friend opened
Hey,
a
dog.
product line, asked for a favor.
That's
right?
Black Paisley.
Leave this picture on because that's my favorite one. Hey, dogs.
But he's actually talking to dogs.
What's the dealio with?
Kendrick, Drake, am I right?
You like my mahogany fireplace?
I remember when Drake was just a coffee cake.
Look at the John Travolta Grease sweatsuit.
I mean,
This is awful.
But look at all the books he's
Like, go
leaving
to
on.
the sweatsuit one. Danny Zuko's ganja.
Does he? I can't see because it's far away. But like, does he sell it? Like, does he? Do you think that he feels? Does he look like he feels uncomfortable under the surface? Or
Nope.
is he selling it? Is that Kith?
He's selling completely.
Oh, Kith is huge. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Kith is big.
Yeah.
I bought my headphones.
No,
at
he's
Kith.
selling it completely, but he looks like a dildo.
60-year-old men.
Good for him. Isn't he 70?
Look at the one with
No.
the jacket.
Yes,
Look at the one with the brown.
Is he 70?
Past 70.
Yeah.
No, really?
Sign me up.
He looks good for 70.
Can you do the brown jacket one?
I can't open these.
I'm just getting some digits from a fine honey.
He's on a BlackBerry though.
Puff, puff, give.
A wise man said you gotta cough to get off. Damn, Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah. But in his thing though, he handled it way better than I thought he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started kind of trashing as they're dragging out these pro-Hamas or pro-Palestine people. He was kind of giving them
Well,
shit.
which is it? Because it's two different things now. Bob.
These hoes ain't loyal.
You got the video? Can we hear the video?
One less hoe in the audience. Who cares?
There we go. Right?
Diss track.
So he's in the middle of a bit. I love that he's still doing a bit.
We have a genius, ladies and gentlemen. He solved the Middle East. He solved it. It's the Jewish comedians. That's who we have to get. They're the ones doing everything.
You better hope I keep talking, because when I stop talking, the glizzy starts letting off.
Blocka, blocka.
Clack, clack, clack.
Regulators match up.
We'll see if you're still popping that shit outside.
Cash me outside.
There we go.
Oh, God.
They're going to start punching you in about 3 seconds. So
Nobody in the Seinfeld audience is going to do that.
Yeah.
What? Not me, sir. Have your fun.
genius out so we can all learn from you. It's a comedy show, you moron.
Ooh.
Oh, that's serious. He's
That's
being
like the
serious.
C word for him.
It's hard to come back from that's kind of serious for a Seinfeld type act. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go, so why don't you get the hell out of here, you jackass? People are trying to have a good time.
Yeah, it's about laughs, you jackanapes.
Why are there so many flavors of ice cream? I mean, how many base flavors could you possibly have? It's all vanilla.
Oh, they're kicking him.
Australia.
Yeah, this is so important. Imagine, by the way, imagine if this guy actually did solve the Yes.
Why do we park in a driveway and drive in a parkway?
It's so funny because he, in the middle of his thought, he was like, imagine. He hung up. I'm like, oh, buddy. Come on, dude. Pull the nose up. Seinfeld.
Why asteroids caught asteroids and hemorrhoids? So I'm on the fritz. I'm blanking up here.
I think he pulls it up, though.
Where's my boy attire?
We're all on your side now because you have made your point so well and in the right venue. You come to the right place for a political conversation.
Now, where's that missing sock?
Anyway, my cab driver here's name was a squiggly line and the symbol for moron. I mean, all you need, apparently, is a face.
That helmet is wearing you for protection.
They love him. All right. Yeah, Seinfeld. Yeah. Oh.
The worst accent.
Oh.
I hate it.
Yeah, get her out.
I hate it.
Get her out.
Love Jim Jeffries. Can't stand his accent.
Nah, you love it.
Guns are wrong. Can I? What does he say at the end? Does he say something at the
In
end?
the paper, Middle East, 100%.
Cat
solved
Williams
thanks
don't
to
want none of
man.
this. You notice he kept my name out his fucking mouth?
That must have been one of Rogan's guns.
Solved thanks to man at the Kudos Arena stopping Jew comedian. They stopped him, and everyone in the Middle East went, "Oh my God, let's just get along. We can't do that."
Nah.
Yeah.
He could have done better with the end of that.
Yeah.
That's the problem when you're stuck to not cursing.
He did calm himself.
He's gotta
Imagine
go.
he just went off
That'd
there.
be great. That'd be the best right here.
He just pulled the Bill Burr. You fucking motherfucker. He went backstage and put his jacket on and his hat.
Oh,
He just
yeah, he
pulled it
comes
down. Yo, motherfucker.
He rips
Yo.
off his suit like Superman has a Kith outfit underneath.
You guys are out there.
Oh, camera down.
You guys are out there playing ground baseball. Cricket? What's that bullshit?
Sorry.
You have no good sports because there's no black people here.
Didgeridoo. Didgeridoo.
More like. Oh, it's just over here raining pussy. Look at that one in the middle. That he looks like a dildo with the sneakers.
Do you know him at all? Do you have you?
I mean,
you've never even had
I
a
have not-
conversation with the guy that like
no.
No,
really?
No, he walks by me like I'm a ghost.
Really? He has to know you got. He has to know you.
I've told this in the
Are you
show.
kidding me?
I've told this in the show before, but he has no idea who I am. But like he has which I was told this in the show before. But when I first started coming up, and I was working pretty much out of the Laugh House, the Black Club in Philly.
Yeah.
But Keith had already been bringing us up a little bit, so we would hang at the Cellar at night. And so other comics from Philly, when I was like, you're always looking for somebody to drive with you. It's such a drive. And so this kid, Dorian Noel, the comic from Philly, I don't know if he does it anymore, but like at the time he was trying to do it and he was coming up. And I brought him up to the Boston Comedy Club, rest in peace, Boston Comedy Club. And, I remember asking there, he wasn't fully getting how New York works. So we go to the Boston Comedy Club. He goes, so what time do we go on here? I go, no. I'm like, this is brand new coming to the city. I'm like, no. We're going to hang here for a while. And then when it kind of dies, this is where the younger comics are. Like my people are a little more here. Then we go over to the Cellar late night and whatever. And he's a huge Seinfeld fan. Big black dude. Seinfeld fan. And I told him, I was like, oh, also Seinfeld's filming a documentary, the comedian documentary, was filming over at the Cellar. So you might be able to see Seinfeld. He goes, oh, that'd be great. And we go over to the cellar after hanging out. And at one point they stop us. I think it was Mustafa even at the time. He was like kind of, not like shitty, but just like, wait a second, because Jerry Seinfeld's about to walk through. And they let him walk through. And this guy, Dorian, next to me, leans over Mustafa's shoulder, and who was the security there, and he goes, looking diesel, Jerry.
Yeah. Not gonna work.
What an insane thing to say to somebody. Looking diesel, Jerry?
I would have guessed 1 billion 3-word guesses.
Looking diesel, Jerry. What a whiff. Yeah. I looked and he knew it. He was like, what? It's like, it's stupid. What a weird thing to say to a guy.
He's not one of those.
I always wish I feel like if I could, that's someone
I think
I would like to talk
he would
comedy
like you.
with.
He would like
I really
you.
would like to talk comedy.
He would like you. If you wanted to, he's just
pompous.
he's not gonna.
He's so pompous.
He's not gonna. I've
But
sat
if he
at
likes you, maybe he's not.
Did you ever hear him talk to Stern?
I sat at the table with him, and he just literally ghosts me. Like, and if I'm there, I've sat down, but he'll just talk. He said, like, I was headlining Gotham, and I was downstairs, and he came in to do a guest spot.
Sure.
And it's not like they asked me, but they did. They're like, "Hey, Jerry," I was like, I wanted to say no just to be funny.
Yeah.
Like, not happening.
Yeah.
It's in my contract, no guest spots.
Yeah.
But I'm a fucking puss. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah.
And in my feeble little wannabe loved brain,
Yeah.
he was coming down and he stopped. I left the door open, so they have to walk by. And then they stopped, and Chris was great. He's like, "Hey, Bobby," yeah. And he was there, and I went, "Hey, what's up, Jerry?" And he went, "Hi." And they just walked right by me. And then I just heard them talking about Porsches for like 40 minutes. But like certain Porsches. I was like, I have a Honda. I don't like that. It's a 2-door.
I think he's like friends with Howard Stern at this point.
Yeah.
And every time I hear him interview him, it's like, it's always just like, something about his tone, it would get to me after a while.
Yeah.
Because everything's like no, not that, this.
Yeah.
Is the answer. I think it's like Howard saying he doesn't like getting old or something. And Stern's like, I'm not liking it. Like, I don't.
Do you see the Louis and Chris Rock and Ricky Gervais and Seinfeld little interview they did for HBO?
That panel thing?
Yeah, they tried to kind of go at Louis a little bit.
That's where he said the N-word, Louis?
He said something. And Jerry was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And they tried. That was a little uncomfortable too. Yeah,
Well, that's what I was saying. When Stern was talking to him, he said, he was asking about, like, he said he didn't like getting older, and Jerry Seinfeld was like, no, it's great, it's fine. What do you mean? It's just very like, everything's very like, nah, your thing's stupid. This is the answer. And there's just something about that, like, all the times uncomfortable.
Yeah, talking funny. Nobody wants to see this.
I just want to see you do it. Now,
No, the thing that's so interesting. No, because when I do it, I'm sputtering through it.
Yeah,
and sweaty anger and energy. But you turned it into a really beautifully crafted
and you could see
bit.
that. You could see the moves.
Didn't Ricky
Yeah.
Gervais start doing comedy not many years ago now at this point?
It seems like they thought when I watched
He's
it,
like
they were like, "Why is he here?"
They should have thought
I think
that.
somebody said that.
They should have thought
Didn't
that.
somebody say that in it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he became a stand-up.
He's not like a vet in. I mean, he's a vet in comedic.
He's an
acting
English
and-
stand-up though. They go out and talk and have a headset and drink a beer and
I really like this.
And they laugh like this.
I like Ricky too. I
think for
Good back pedal, Bobby.
Jay hates him.
Do you?
I
just
no,
thought, like,
I don't hate him.
For the lack of experience, his specials. I mean, he goes right at stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it because I just have a hard time staying with the British accent.
Yeah.
So I'm not that interested to watch ultimately. But I mean, he kills it when he's done. When he was,
I love voices.
When he would host the stuff, like he always killed it.
Yeah,
and I've seen like funny scenes of like the shows he was on. I never watched The Office, the original BBC one, but I don't. His is not my thing. But I never listened to like Eddie is. I don't like British comedy that much, which is a dumb thing to say. I know, but like it's just not my thing. So I would never check it. I would never check it out.
I was at Gotham one time,
but he's very funny.
Doing a spot like on Comedy Juice or something like that, and I was up next, and Chris came up to me and he's like, "Oh, Jerry's gonna do a quick spot before you, whatever." And I was like, oh, "Okay, no problem." And I was like, "Cool, I get to watch Jerry. I get to follow him, whatever. I that's cool. See what happens." And he was up there for like maybe like.
It was cousin Jerry from Facts of Life. Wrong
Eh, I love being on stage so much.
He goes, it's a 5-minute guest spot, but we got to give her 15 minutes for it.
Yeah, to get up there.
No!
He did like
Get a word.
30 plus minutes. I had a spot like downtown, so I was like, I hope I can get on after him. And he does like 30 something minutes, and then you could tell he's like about to like get off. And so I'm standing, you know, in Gotham, there's no, you just stand right in front of everyone to get on the stage.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just standing right there, and I'm like anxious because I'm like, I have to get on soon, otherwise I'm gonna, you know, whatever. And so Jerry looks to the right, and I see someone say something to him, and he goes, okay. And he goes, you know, I'm going to bring up this next guy. He goes, and he's looking, you know, he's looking right at me. He's looking at, and he goes, a lot of people ask me who I think is funny. And I was like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know who I am. Maybe he is just being very generous in this moment, and he's just being like very kind. But I was like, I can't believe he's saying these words. And he's like, a lot of people who ask me who I think is funny, and that's the guy I want to bring up next, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Chappelle.
No.
Chappelle was standing behind me.
Oh.
That's so
And he's
funny.
like, excuse me. And he just like went up.
Oh, you should have started yelling. You should be like, Sal!
I stupid me. I'm standing there like, and there's people looking, and I think they're looking at me, and I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. You know, like
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, everyone's looking at me, and I'm like, I was like, there's no way it was surreal. And I was like, is he talking about me? Like, I'm not even
Were
good.
you excited?
I'm not even good. I couldn't believe it. It felt so real because he looked at me and I was next, and they didn't tell me Chappelle was there. And I just, part of me was like, in the split second he was saying it, part of me was like, he's being kind. He doesn't really know me. That's a nice thing to say, but wow, I always get to say that he said this. I can't believe this. He's bringing me up. And he's like, Dave Chappelle. And I was like you,
Makes sense.
I just went pale white. Like Dave Chappelle was like, excuse me. And then Dave Chappelle went up for like 90 minutes.
Oh, God.
And I had
Well,
to
people
leave.
always ask me who I think is funny, and I say Sal Volcano and his
do
new
too.
special, Terrified, available right now on
Hilarious.
YouTube. Available as we speak on YouTube. Just look up Sal Volcano, Terrified.
Sure.
You could do a whole 800 MPG, PGMs.
Just look it up.
PGM. But it's absolutely fucking hilarious. Produced by Ari Shafir.
Yes.
Also very
Yes.
fun. He produced mine
great.
too.
Yes.
Check him out. Check the special out.
Congratulations, buddy.
We'll be right back. Sal's hanging us for the whole show. So we'll be right back, everybody. It's the bonfire.
Baby flying guillotine chops off your fucking head. Mr. Who is that? Hey yo, the who is back? Make a nigga go.
And now back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Dude, we got cheering.
And be a simple kind of man. Or be someone you love and understand.
Woo, Jay!
Yeah.
That's great.
Fake a funeral to make money? Is that a thing happening in the news I saw?
It's a big coffin.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why they got a lot of money.
They just buried her in a vintage trailer.
By the way,
Nothing. It was a hot one.
when she was 15, I would have, and if I was in school with that 15-year-old girl, I would have thought she was pretty. You know, she's a big girl. I was a fat kid, and I would have been like, she's pretty.
Yeah, I like
That'd be a good poll.
I like a big girl.
Now,
First girl, one of the Kimba.
now she looks like a Chinese man.
I used to have sex with a girl named Kimba. She was like that size.
Yeah.
When I was in
Kimba?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what happens when you have
name
sex
was-
with somebody who's named after a fucking
Wild-
gorilla at a zoo or something.
A
Yeah.
wild cat.
her name was Kim, and I called her
Kimba.
Kimba the White Lion.
That's a silverback
Guys,
gorilla name.
Yeah, Kimba's giving birth, everybody. Stay back.
She was cute,
Yeah.
big girl. I like a big girl.
I do
I
too.
do, yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah, it's like playing in the mud, I call it.
Well,
No, because it feels good, but it's kind of
Because
gross.
they can't wipe their asses.
yeah, they can't wait.
You gotta go play in the mud. Hey, you want to go down there? You're gonna be playing in the mud, buddy. You saw how tiny her arms are, and you saw how wide that body is. You knew it was gonna happen. Do you think like like those weed cleaning ashtrays? Do you think maybe in the middle of her toilet there's like a thing that sticks up that so when she's done shitting she just like scrape? No, then she could just like scrape across it like it. I should invent that for fat people toilets. A stick that comes up and just scrapes out your ass crack.
What's on the end of it? Like a
brush, maybe.
Like a brush.
Like a toilet brush?
Like a toilet brush.
Yeah.
To toilet brush your fat ass.
I'd use
But
that.
you said bidet would fix her problem, but I don't think the water
A
would.
fire hydrant.
No, she has to really. You got to
Spread.
crank cheek open. Yeah, for sure. The side of that.
You'd have
The
to
side of that toilet's got a lot
It's
going
gonna be
on.
splash, a lot of splash.
You'd have to have different nozzles.
Get that
on the
one with
bidet. You
one
know what
with
I mean?
suction. One
yeah,
with
you'd have to
suction.
have one with like just a really pressure washer, like the side of a building.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Christine, he's right. That's not getting up there.
No, that's not getting up there.
What is that? A douche?
That's a fat person
A
thing.
device for
No.
people. Look, I googled device for fat people to wipe their butts with.
Wow.
Oh my God! Look at that thing—a stick with toilet paper on the end of it.
Yep.
What a monster!
Oh God. So you have to
Rag on a stick, dude.
You have to clean yourself like an elephant.
That woman.
You have to clean yourself like
that
you work
woman
at the
either.
zoo.
That woman either has somebody clean her, or she has a device to clean her own ass. And I'll tell you what, I'm not trusting that device.
Why? That looks good.
Go down. Look at the one with the
You
two.
think that's enough to
the
suck
claws.
to eat her ass? You eat her ass
Down.
after she clean with that.
I wouldn't eat her ass if you cleaned it, but
But if I cleaned it, and you know how meticulous I am.
I know how meticulous. That's what I.
No, I really got in there.
Yeah, no.
I have her wink hole while I make her almost like gargle water through her asshole.
No, because there's constantly food coming through her colon.
there is.
There's never
You know,
not
you-
a meal.
It is. Oh, yeah, it's always gridlock in there.
You know what no one's
It's
addressing?
like L.A. traffic.
There's a lot
Because
of
her intestines are the 4:05 at 4 p.m., dude. Stay off it.
yeah, dude.
there's a lot of rash probably happening.
Let's hear this.
Rash.
girl.
There's so much. If they did the bikini contest, but I guess they didn't do it, or else I would have
Dots.
shown up by
A
now.
lot of dots.
A lot of dots, and I'll tell you this for sure. A major, like it almost looks like tie-dye of browns.
Yeah.
Like different browns getting darker and lighter. as
Oh,
it
like the
gets
side
to
of a rock
outside.
where the water used to be
It,
high.
it looks like an elephant's knee pad.
Elephant's knee pads.
Did you-
also. These are all acceptable.
Did you see the one with the salad tongs to open the tushy up? Christine, go back.
Oh, it's got open your asshole tongs?
Yeah, there's two tools. One you use with the right hand to open it up, and the other one you get the thing in.
Christine, order me these. My arms reach, but I'm just saying.
It's a
I just want
set.
to try. I just want to try to fucking, if I can get in there, if I can really blast ass by holding it open with tongs and not
think
using the
that-
kitchen ones, that'd
I
be
think
great.
the tongs aren't to hold the asshole open, it's to
Look,
hold the
go
toilet
down.
paper.
There's one that has.
Bobby's trying to act like he doesn't know. Now we know Bobby used one of these.
No, I wish-
He's like, you see him correct us. He goes, "No, guys, I think I don't think that's what it's for. I think it's for
Guys,
something different."
I think you're
Go down.
The way I'm looking at it, it seems like this is the way you would use it.
There's one that has.
Oh,
right
one's
there.
just scissors.
Toilet wiping obese tongs.
That's
yeah,
one.
Christine, what do you think that's for? Not opening your ass.
First of
By the
all-
way, it's just the same ones as the kitchen.
Yeah, dude, I use those to turn my chicken
Yeah, those are,
yesterday.
those are chicken scissors.
That was fucking. I have those. That came with my Weber.
Buddy, I know, but you can't double duty.
Dude, you have grill
You can't wash them.
grill tools for your ass.
I like that, dude. I'll tell you what, I would like a metal brush for my asshole.
I'm not very religious, but this is where you just want to thank God that you don't have to use any of this fucking shit.
Don't thank God.
See
thank
what the
you.
reviews are.
Thank
Can we
yourself.
see the reviews, please, on these,
Please.
please? I want to see the reviews on the tongs. Like the best ass
No,
tongs
Christine,
I've
that's
ever had.
that's the wiper. We went the one with the
Yeah,
tongs.
but you're gonna have like grill reviews, not asshole reviews.
No, that's not what it's for.
Wait, how
It
many?
says-
How many likes? Go.
It's only $11.
539. Let's see what they say.
Wow. What if it was all her?
Only $10.
No, but what is the tongue? Is it
Top
when
cri-
you push the hands together, it spreads your cheeks?
No, it's you have to go open. It's not.
Like, what is
listen,
it doing,
it
these
almost
tongs?
seems like a joke that someone just put kitchen tongs up. But let's see. What can I say? Easy to use, easy clean, very satisfied. Okay, there's a good review. Bathroom convos can be embarrassing, but after a spine surgery, not worried about that. Spine surgery is not my issue. I'm looking for a fatso.
A lifesaver right here.
A lifesaver. It's rather awkward to use, but when one has a cast on one, get out of
Nope.
here. Good tool, nothing. Had to buy this because I hurt my... You know what? I guess the fat people aren't writing reviews.
not
This guy
gonna
says,
do it, yeah.
had to buy this because I hurt my ribs and needed something to wipe my behind. This did not work for me. The paper wouldn't stay on. It's just tongs.
It's a tong.
You'd have to be able to catch a fly with chopsticks to be able to use this fucking thing.
Hard to use, as you would worry about, Bob. Difficult to hold tongs together while wiping. 3 out of 5 stars, though, still. Not a bad review. Great for wiping with bad back. Keep going. Don't care. Need a fat person. Spinal procedure? No.
I'm pretty sure a fat person's not going to.
You know what, Christine? Get rid of the ones that say it's for this stuff, and let's go to one that looks definitely more for fat people instead of just these tongs. Because this one has too much other things like pregnant women and people that are injured. Go to one that's for fats.
This one.
That's a fatso one.
Yeah,
that one.
That's definitely for a fat person to wipe their big fat ass.
Actually,
it's got a grip
it
on
only has
it.
one review.
One
It's
review
from her?
and it's a goodie. Wait, go down. It's a 1 5-star review. It doesn't. It's
It
just,
just
from
says
Tina.
Tina.
Just from Tina. Go down because there's other things that you see have worse reviews.
You want to go to
Let me go
Amazon.
to
This is
Amazon,
Walmart.
Oh, the problems were on Walmart. Let's hit the Zon. Yo, get over to the Zon.
Oh, this has a lot of
That one, 628, 682 upper left.
Yeah. Let's see. Doesn't work. Looks like a good idea. Nice reach. Paper would not work. One wipe, it fell apart. Oh, what a fat problem.
Oh, he had shit all over the thing. He had to clean it off.
Back surgery, don't care. Back surgery, don't care. Now, this is all.
Maybe they're all just saying they have back surgery.
No.
They don't want to say
back surgeries
Not
in
that.
code, fat or code.
They're gonna get. No fat person's gonna go. Hey, as humiliating as it is to say, I was able to finally clean my ass with this product. I smelled as bad as you think, and this has really been a game changer for me. Absolute rubbish. Of course it is, dude. You need a person.
Yeah, you need a
wiper.
You need a Gunga Din.
You need like a boy.
When you watch, I still swear this is my favorite show, My 600-Pound Life. They always
You jerk off to it?
the opening scene is always the setup where they show how
bad it's gonna get,
how miserable, how much they overeat. But they always have the enabler. Somebody brings them trays of food because they can't move.
Yeah.
And then they'll have the guy that there's always somebody who has to wash them.
Yeah.
Has to wipe their ass and wash them down in the if they can get into a shower.
What body part is that?
That's a leg.
It's a 100-pound mass on his leg.
Yeah, boy.
Completely dependent on somebody.
That's the saddest photo I've ever seen. He's just eating fries and they're almost gone. And he has a half a Chick-fil-A.
That's Mr. Texas.
You know, it's funny. That is the saddest thing about this picture is that his face is because they're almost gone, and he knows what an effort it is to get more.
Mom!
Why that guy's fucking leg meat looks like fucking bulbous nose.
He has a growth. He's wearing Hulk shorts though.
Oh yeah, really?
He has the same outfit as the Hulk. It's green and
damn
purple.
it, dude.
He has a 100-pound mass on his leg, a fat
nightmare.
Yeah, it's called his stomach.
Jacob, how can you watch this?
Jeez,
It makes him feel good. I get it. I watch a lot of miserable shit.
My
Oh,
nephew
no.
and I train so hard after these shows.
Oh no, what, Bobby?
Oh God.
What's wrong? What's the problem you're having?
I'm having the problem that she has to have a fan on her at all times.
Yeah. Well, Bobby, she has to wake up really early to get ready for fucking Miss New Jersey pageant. I don't know if you know this, Bobby. You're looking at the daily routine of a beauty queen.
She fell.
No, that's just her stomach on the floor.
No, her
body's on the bed still. I swear to God, I'm watching this.
Scroll back.
This is
Scroll
horrendous.
through. She fell on the floor. Keep going. Keep going. Right there.
Oh, please. You know, he's right. Go back to that. I
Right
want to see
there.
her fall.
My nephew and I
wanna
watch
hear it.
marathons of this.
Oh God. Oh no.
She didn't fall. She just needed a break.
No, she fell.
Oh man. Now she's okay? No, she's
Yeah,
not.
I'm great.
Is she okay?
How long is this hallway?
Fantastic. I just walked 3 feet and collapsed.
I'm having a hard time dealing with the pressure of being a beauty queen. I just want to go back to my regular life.
I just fell, and the building structurally is fucking gonna fall apart.
I just changed the insurance of this place.
When they go
Oh,
see
God.
Dr. Now, he's the guy who does the surgeries. There is always a minivan, and they have to take the back seat out or push it all the way back, and they sit on the floor.
Why don't they just take the
for
thing
the
out?
hours trip to his? Some of
I
them
think the only people
will
who
go
have these
across
problems are the cast of this show and Shaquille O'Neal have the same problems.
Sometimes they can't do the surgery because they have to lose a certain amount of weight to get the surgery, right?
Yeah,
and they won't do it.
And he's a badass. He tells them, "You didn't do what I said. Don't give me that shit. You didn't eat what I told you. You
She's
did
like,
what I
it's
told you to
root beer
do."
float month.
They have no concept of.
When I got my colonoscopy, the lady next to you're not supposed to eat for the day before and just have the drink.
Oh, it's
and
so gross,
and it
dude.
cleans you out. And there was a lady next to me, a fat lady next to me, and we both came out of the anesthesia, whatever it is, at the same time, and she kept going, "Was everything all right?" She's like, "It was okay. Everything was great." She's like, "Was it all right though? Was it cool?" And she's like, "No, it was good." She goes, "Was there anything down there?" She goes, "Well,
high school
you did probably you probably ate yesterday when you weren't supposed to, right?"
Duty
she was
on the fucking bed.
I tried. It was like, you didn't try.
tried.
You didn't try hard enough.
I
Tubby.
tried to not eat, but I did my best, man. Stayed with my mouth shut. They just ripped it open.
My asshole was nice and clean.
I did it a few weeks ago. I told you I got kicked out of the hospital because I hit on my doctor when I was still on the Michael Jackson juice.
Jesus.
What did he say?
She.
Do you want to hear her talk?
Yes. I mean, not with that tone, but yes, I do.
What the fuck?
Do you guys want to hear this girl talk?
We're just trying to make funnies for people listening right now.
I'd completely forgotten about it until I went back to the screen.
Christine, if you find it faster,
She
we
was
get to
cute
it
at
quicker.
15. At
I
15,
found
she
it
was cute.
a long
All right,
time
here,
ago.
let's hear it. I bet. Let's just. Do you think she talks cute? I think she's a cutie.
This is the new
At
Miss
15,
Alabama
she had a shot to grow up to be a very cute girl if she lost weight or at least did something. She continued to go in such a bad direction, and she looks 30 years older, by the way, in 10 years.
Is it the same person?
And she has a spray tan.
No, it's not
too.
even 10. It's 8 years. 8 years later, she looks like a complete. She looks ridiculous.
23. She's 23 now?
23.
Okay.
She has a spray tan on and the beauty pageant. Do you think she had to do that outside? She's like
in the
with a
garage?
house painter.
Oh my God, dude! Yeah, like they're fucking painting a fucking Sprinter van.
Bunch of Mexican guys just hosing her down.
Yeah, her back says fucking Hector E. Luis. She doesn't even know it with fucking flames and a dragon. It's taking so long back there.
I got it.
Program since she was 15.
I competed once as a junior teen when I was 15, again as a teen when I was 16, and not placing, that was really, really hard.
Now at 23, the famous saying rings true. Third time's a charm.
Just being able to come back 8 years later and say, okay, I didn't give up on this dream, and now because I didn't give up on it, I get to be the next Miss Alabama. And
That's not what.
But I would argue, pause again, she's saying, I'm not going to give up on this dream. You didn't do anything to pursue the dream other than enter.
Mm-hmm. But she kept entering when
Yeah,
she
she
should
goes,
have.
every year when they would come around, I wouldn't give up my dream. I would just enter with making no changes in my life to achieve the goal necessarily.
And one day they made that stage capable of holding my weight.
Yeah. I keep losing the bench press, the yearly bench press contest at my gym. He goes, what do you bench press? He goes, I don't work out. But I keep entering, man, and it's like eventually they're gonna give me this crown, dude. At least for showing up, right? Hey, Jay, you're the strongest, I guess. I knew it. Yick.
The purpose of the National American Miss Program is to grow confidence and foster a positive self-image. Contestants range in age from 4
They
to
did
24.
the exact opposite to this girl. It's not fostering a positive image because all she's gonna hear is this kind of stuff, and the people who are well, they're not going to sound shittier than us because we always say the funniest things, but they're going to be from a much meaner place. We feel bad that these pageant people did this to her. Why would you put it on this lady in front of my plate like this?
We're on her side.
You know I'm going
would
to chew it
never
up.
dawn on me to talk like this if she was just walking down the street.
No, you do it in your head.
If she was walking down the street with a crown on her head, you would.
Yeah, you would. If she had a sash, you'd be like, "What the fuck
you'd
are you doing?"
You'd say, "There's a big girl." You wouldn't.
To myself.
This is
I would never
that's
start-
parading it in your face.
I would never make jokes.
You say it in your head. I'm saying
Jacob?
that's what you would say. You wouldn't like.
Shut up. Yes,
hate
you would.
on this.
We'd all make jokes, but we wouldn't
If
make
you
them.
weren't there, I would never make jokes.
Okay.
Unless it was Halloween.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. She's the kind of big that even without anybody else there behind her, if I'm wearing headphones especially, you might get an audible like, Maron.
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 What the?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Oh, you walk up and you stop her on the street and you go, I feel horrible about the way they treat you. I actually say that Barnum and Bailey are criminals. But listen,
should be free.
I understand that you have to do what you have to do to make my... Sir, I'm not an elephant on a walk. Oh, I saw the crown and the sash. I thought they put an elephant.
I think ivory should be illegal everywhere.
I know you guys have very long memories and feel human emotion. And I think that's just a beautiful thing. And I think you should be able to grow up out of captivity. You're clearly only 2 years old, 3 years old, but...
I cry at every documentary.
You should be free.
She's 2 years.
Yeah, you're 2 years old. So you're fully matured. Jesus Christ, dude.
There's a little more of her talking if you want to
Please.
All girls and young women, not just those who compete in pageants.
I hope that they learn that no matter what your body looks like, no matter where
She's
you
got a
come
fine
from,
voice.
you can do anything.
Hang on, I can't really hear it. It sounds like your voice is fine, but play it again, Christine.
Anything that you set your mind to. No, I didn't think that it was
No, I'm
possible
having a
for
hard time
plus-size girl
picking
to
up.
win. I didn't think it was possible for a girl from small
No,
town
hang
Alabama
on.
to win.
See if is there any more.
She didn't think it was possible for a girl from small town Alabama to win. That's the problem.
It's a small town because you're in it.
Small town now. It was. Look at her go.
She worked in Thailand, building houses.
Isn't that the video I sent you the other day of the elephant?
Yeah, she would be considered a farming tool in another country.
Mommy, all I want for Christmas is a ball to bounce on.
She's a human farming tool in many cultures. Till them fields.
Could you make me a puddle in the backyard?
Poor girl.
Ah, what are you gonna do?
they? How dare they put a crayon and sash on her?
Oh,
How dare they?
It's all over.
Someone's supposed to say this to her behind closed doors. Honey, give up on your dream or get in shape. You lose a lot of weight because your dream doesn't make sense to go, my dream's to be Mr. Olympia. And he goes, well, what do you do towards that? He goes, I do some push-ups in my hotel rooms every week. And every time I smoke cigarettes now in my guest room, I do a little dumbbell thing. So, I mean, look out, Lee Haney.
It really doesn't. It makes no sense.
Look out, Lee Haney.
It really makes no sense that this was her dream or that they let her think that she got it. Like, I don't understand it
She
at all.
did get it. She won.
Yeah, now she's going to go compete and Miss America. I mean, it's just...
Well, she's going to go anywhere where it's Thanksgiving. That's her plan. I don't know if she knows that.
She only does shows on holidays.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking great, dude.
And that's also, she's like, I didn't think a plus-size girl could win. It's like, you are an obese woman. Like, this is not like plus-size.
She should sell advertising on her fupa. Like fucking
Like
old country buffet.
Oh, like the boxers do when they spray paint it. Yeah.
But you could-
BassProShop.com.
Yeah, but she has 17 sponsors.
Bass Pro Shop.
She looks like a NASCAR jacket.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. She's a flag. God damn it, dude.
It's all M&Ms and Reese's.
There is no difference. In one full piece, it is her tits all the way around to her back. It's one inner tube of thing. Who's saying this is good? Oh man,
the people who run it.
The runners. What are their
People
names
who run
again?
it. Those three white
Those two
ladies and that
couples,
gay guy.
that gay couple and those chicks.
Yeah.
Say it again. I don't get it. It's a business. How are you making money?
Because this is what people
This is
he's
more
right. This is
publicity
what
than
people
anything.
want. Yeah, this is what people also want to.
No way.
They think they make themselves feel good because they go, "This is a great thing."
Well, you know who's going
This is a really step forward, and it's like it's nonsense.
You know
it's
what?
going to become this though. It's going to be the hot chicks that put all the effort into it and working out and looking. They're just going to say, "I'm out. I'm not doing it." Because if you're going to go through all that trouble and not win, I'm out. So this is the end. The competition
Yeah,
will
100%.
be all chubby chicks or regular chicks, which they're fine with. They probably want it to be that.
Should a blind school field a fucking basketball team every year?
Yes.
In district?
Yes, they should. I'd watch that.
I'd watch it too.
I'd watch that too.
How about the classic video we always watch? Which bring it up. It's my favorite thing in the world, Christine. I'll always take an excuse to watch it. The blind football kid. It's again. You're lying. You're lying. Everyone in the world is lying. Goes. A lot of people say you can't play football when you're blind. Like a lot of people. 100% of people, except the idiots involved in this.
Oh, I
Please, it's
remember
my
Shane,
favorite.
Shane showed me this.
Oh, he showed. Yeah, all of us.
We've watched this in
Man, was
many
it
of the hotel room.
Of course. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, dude, because he talks about it, the poor kid, and they let him play because he, for some reason, has no idea that no one's playing. They go, as soon as the play happens, everyone runs a different direction than him.
He doesn't even know what team he's on.
He has no idea.
We already know we're gonna win.
It's that kind of confidence that continues to amaze people who watch Dylan play. Because he's doing all of this blind.
They have to stop. They got to grab him.
Because he's running into the field.
Yes.
There's a river.
He was going to go into a creek.
It'd be one thing if he had like sonar.
Like he was like,
if he was
like, oh, I
Daredevil?
can feel where they are, like a bat.
He had
like
to bang. He had to bang a pole in the ground, and then he could see like a.
Right. He's like, I have another superpower, so I can do this.
If
But
he,
he does not.
if he only had the powers that a man fictionalized in comic books, this would be better. But here on God's Earth, this is what happens.
People think that a blind person can't play football.
Dude, a lot of people think that.
He can't even get the water in his mouth.
No, it's somebody. Yes.
He keeps squirting his water bottle into his eye.
Now go back, Christine, and turn it up. That transition's my favorite thing ever. Turn it up, Lou.
Has proven those people wrong.
Oh, they keep rewinding. It's the best.
He runs through the whole team.
Let that insanity bullshit goes on. What's actually happening is a black kid who's probably getting scouted can't really play his position because what's he gonna do? Lay out a fucking blind kid? It's the same thing with like the guys going into the girl sports and all that goofy shit.
You know what's interesting?
Like, he goes, why can't a girl be a kicker in football? He goes, I'll tell you why. The first time her leg gets knocked fucking in half by a guy who touches her. It's crazy.
You know what's interesting? You'll never see it in like music where people like, this is shit I listen to on, like, here's a really bad singer, but we want to give him a chance. Like, you just won't listen to that because it's alone. Anything that takes place when you're alone and there's not other people to like impressed with your fucking sensibilities, it's just like it'll never happen.
I should get into pageants, is what you're saying, if I want to feel better about myself.
You should.
All right.
Dude.
I'm entering Miss North Jersey Fat Girl this year.
Why don't we do that for a Bonfire Live?
We should have a bonfire pageant.
Yes. Why don't we do a Bonfire Live
Fat pageant?
Yes.
We have a pageant at Skankfest.
Yes.
Only fats.
Yes.
And Jacob, you.
That's not to be only fats.
I can't bring myself to.
You can judge it.
You judge it.
I'll judge it with you.
You're the
Jacob,
host.
you hate fats.
You're the
love
host.
This.
But not to their face.
It's us.
You tell me, I'll talk. You tell me, I'll be.
Justin will be your vessel.
Here's what it is. You're like the grand prince, and they're not allowed to talk to you because they're too fat. So I have to deliver the messages.
They're too fat to talk to you.
Yeah,
right?
you have to whisper. You have to whisper in Justin's ear.
Your thin ears can't hear their fat frequencies.
Too cruel.
You're the emperor, so they can't talk to the emperor.
Fat pageant.
Fat pageant.
We have to have a beauty pageant for
have
a
a
fucking Skankfest.
Skankfest fat pageant.
We have to do
enter
this.
now. What's the email?
I don't know.
Christine M. Evans at. You're just gonna get fat guys. Sup, Christine? Think you're so funny?
Guys, send
Look
all
at
of your
my
send all of your naked fat pictures to Christine Evans, everybody.
So damn awake, and I'm here for it.
Wear your best curtain.
Can we do this, please?
Oh, you know we can.
I thought you guys were gonna have a pageant amongst yourselves. You want to do a pageant with campers?
I'll enter.
Well, I mean, Justin will be in any pageant we do.
I'll be an indie pageant.
There we go.
An excuse to get this guy's shirt off.
Young
You kidding me?
princess pageant.
I really want you guys to do.
I'll do
like,
a dance with.
costume.
I'll do a dance with the ribbon stick.
We have to do.
I'll use the toilet paper holder and toilet paper.
Now it does
I'll
say
get you a
say
ribbon.
here it
Yeah.
says that the crown's being disputed.
You think?
And in that, I'm saying, but like, does that just mean like people are just talking shit? They're not actually saying like, wait, we may have made a big fat mistake here.
It was a big fat lie.
He goes, oh my God, we have made the biggest, fattest mistake, literally, figuratively, figuratively.
I don't think they're gonna take her crown away.
Why, it's stuck on her head?
No, because she.
They put it too far down, the fat came over it, so now they got to cut it out like a fucking fish hook.
Because she ate it one night.
I thought the shiny things were berries. Those are jewels. I chipped my tooth on a ruby.
If she gave the crown back and had a bite taken out of it.
Take it back. It's disgusting. I don't even want it anymore. The sash was delicious, though. You're not getting that back. Unless you want to wait 45 minutes for me to crap it out.
I love her voice.
You want me to crap it out? Yeah. Yes. There it is.
I love you get the same voice you give the trans voice.
Of course.
Same voice.
Yeah. Well, I only have 3 voices.
Yeah, we don't
and
judge.
2 of them are Justin.
We don't judge voices anymore on the show.
Yeah, we're not really a voice judging.
I really want to have a beauty pageant.
Yeah, of course you do. You want to win.
You want to win, you
No, I'll judge
motherfuck.
it.
It's because you want to wear a dress.
I want to be the announcer.
What other crazy pageant winners have there been, Christine? 'Cause I know there's a list of others that don't make any kind of sense. Did they
Look
take?
it up. There was a Miss Nepal Miss Universe.
Yeah, we saw that one. You showed us that. Who was? I mean, a skinny mini
And then
compared.
who was it? The Dobbs Ferry guy, girl.
Trans.
Yeah.
The trans
Let me
one.
find more.
Yeah.
I can't find. I guess Miss Alabama's not like a televised or recorded thing. I'm trying to find the full
Well, not
pageant,
here.
and I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
What's on Turner Broadcasting?
On YouTube.
They do
Turner will put that
national
on.
late- Yeah.
It used to be called Monday Nitro.
She was Bam Bam Bigelow.
You may recognize her as her work as Bam Bam Bigelow, the one man gang.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Mankind.
Kamala. She had a brief stint in the AWA as Papa Shango.
Yeah, her finishing moves, she used to spit Cheetos dust in your eye.
He goes, keep it going for, what's her name? Yokozuna, whatever. And then she does like a, I won. God damn
This
it.
is a People magazine article called "Pretty Ugly: The Biggest Beauty Pageant Controversies."
Okay, here we
See,
go.
I like the way they title it.
Oh, that's the stupid girl.
Mario. What's his
Mario
face is-
Lopez had AIDS? What happened that year?
Why is she bad? Is that a...
No, come on,
She
dude.
was
You remember
really
this.
stupid,
No,
right?
dude, this is isn't that the...
She was stupid, shocking.
Yeah, but
No. You don't remember? This was one of the funniest play the audio.
Okay.
It's
What
one
is
of
it?
the best things ever. This is why kids in other countries don't know about like geography or something.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And they have maps, and such as the Iraq, such as... It's the stupidest thing that's ever happened.
It's either or. It's either they have brains and they're fat, or they're hot and they're stupid.
Dude, she's dumb as fucking balls. And her thought was, by the way, she would have gotten an applause break if she goes, hang on, I'm getting nervous. And I'm like, doing anything. She just keeps saying words. She goes, such as, was there, would, shoulda, maps, countries for the children.
Would you rather have this?
And all the universe.
Would you rather have this dingbat who's hot, or the chubby chick who knows about the planet?
The dingbat.
For this part, the dingbat. If I'm having a conversation, the fucking fat one. In fact, if I'm having dinner, the fat one. Oh, she knows all the good places. Have you tried fried butter? No, but I heard about it recently. Is it good? No, but it has come up a lot recently. Should I give it a shot?
Have you tried?
Have you tried fried butter? No. But I'll be honest with you, a friend brought it up. It sounds like something I might want to give a whirl.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so.
The U.S. Americans.
Because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our
Yep.
Fur.
fucking
And
agree.
she was fur. It's children.
What was wrong with that? That was great.
I mean, what a dip.
Yeah, she's really a dingbat.
This was also Miss Teen USA.
Oh, yeah, so
so
it's
she was probably young and nervous.
This is pre-med.
There.
I get it.
Well, I'm saying she failed as bad as the fat guy. She shouldn't win the pageant either, because if you're going by all these things, she fell to pieces. She looks like a moron, and that's one of the things you're supposed to be
public speaker,
putting yourself forward to. Is that it's like you could go talk. You're going to be representing something. That's part of the job. So she failed miserably, and then the day before the pageant, I assume when the Alabama girl found out she didn't make her goal weights, that she should have withdrawn herself.
She didn't lose the 175 pounds. This is her.
We're being generous,
this
Bobby.
Is her re-answer. I did. I was generous.
I just found that they had her re-answer the question on Tyra.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, Tyra Banks.
Yeah,
is
she's a real genius,
Yeah,
too.
she's a ditz who's just like, wait, you're ruining it for all of us. They're gonna say we all are all dumb models again.
They're gonna get fat women to do it.
All right, who else do we got? Caroline, jury wise, it's the guy. Is this like a drag? Oh, Miss Sri Lanka. They all look like guys.
Sri Lanka.
What did I say?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
But you were right. It
You were
is
kinda
Sir,
right.
It
It's
is
Sri
Sri
Lanka.
Lanka.
Is it Sri Lanka? Is that what it was? It's
I
hang
think
on.
she was married.
Let's see.
You can't
a
be
pageant
married?
queen who won the title of Mrs. Sri Lanka said she was injured after her crown was forcefully removed from her head on stage from a former winner. It was captured
get
by a
catty.
television broad. Oh, she came and got mad?
They get catty.
Let's see that. Go back to the picture. I want to see the thing getting pulled off. Give me that.
That's it getting put
Give me
on.
that, you piece of shit. Go down. I never heard of that one. I'm not up. I'll tell you what. If there's one thing that I bummed out in I'd say from my 40s on, I've lost track of. It's Miss Sri Lankan beauty pageants. I used to be all in on.
Yeah, you were really good at that back in the day.
No, I used to be. I mean, I could recall. You tell me a date, and then I'll tell you the winner, the runner-up, and the second runner-up. Who's this one?
I think this is the incident, but
Let's just see who the other people are.
She tried to rip the crown off her head.
Keep that in the background. Ramsey Carpenter Bierce. Why? Oh, nerd alert.
She's kind of cute.
She's fit.
She admitted to sending nude photos of herself to a 15-year-old.
Yeah! She should win.
she was 29.
She says, since I am an adult and he was a teenager, it is my fault, and I accept full blame for the situation. Damn, man.
What a little piggy.
What a great chick.
Yeah, but she's coming clean. She's accepting what she
She's
did was
accepted
wrong.
her fate. Can we just get past it and move on?
She's a child
So what?
molester.
Okay, for a second. But I'll tell you what, that kid, that 15-year-old, has never had one day of his life affected negatively from this. Even when the news broke in town, he goes, she sent you a naked picture? He goes, yeah. He goes, the beauty pageant queen? He goes, yeah, from back like when they were beauty pageant queens. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about some fucking fat sausage strapped up in some kind of a fucking beef curtain. I'm talking about this shit.
If Miss Alabama sent nude photos to a 15-year-old, she'd get abuse, not for sexual.
And now back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
And we're back talking about all kinds of stuff. Maybe moving, maybe not. And a lot of dog shit. It's the bonfire, Sirius XM. Faction Talk. Why don't you live near me?
How far do I live from you now?
From now? From here?
Yeah.
To the new house?
Mm-hmm.
It would be like a 40-minute drive.
I'm only 40 minutes from your house.
I don't like that. Dude, it would be great. Come on.
No. I think we're city people.
You don't want to go in your backyard and your pool. I want you to get a pool because I didn't get a pool.
It's gonna be lonely there when Christine kills herself for me, though.
She's not gonna. Christine, you're gonna thrive when you live in a community.
What I'm saying is being very reasonable. I went and looked at a house this weekend that was a great house,
You
but
did.
I was like, I just don't feel. I told the realtor, I was like, I don't feel like now is the right time to start putting offers on things. I think we need to wait till the end of the year.
But did you love the house? Could you see yourself living there?
I did love the house, and there were things about the house where I thought some stuff was unnecessary. I had a whole mother-in-law suite with like a separate kitchen, a separate bedroom, all this. I was like, we don't need all that.
That's for you.
I'd rather
That's for you, and you guys.
I'd rather have more yard space.
Jay's
than
so excited
that
about the
extension.
Jay's trying to get a house with another house in it.
Christine live in the guest house.
And also,
you're looking for the Voss treatment.
Also, it was in Paramus, and I was there, and I was like, the entire town shuts down on Sundays. No stores are open.
That's not true.
It is true. The only things that are open are gas stations,
The mall?
restaurants. No,
Not the mall.
the mall's closed.
The mall's closed.
There's some blue law in Paramus where everything except for gas stations,
No, everything's open except for the malls.
Thank you.
and stores, and any stores.
No.
No, you're wrong. That's what I said.
Chick-fil-A.
Gas
Chick-fil-A.
stations, restaurants, and something.
Restaurants
and grocery
have to be
stores are
open on. Restaurants have to be open on
Yeah, I
Sunday.
live 10
I
minutes
think
away.
it's weird to live in a place that shuts down on Sunday from some
Rest-
Quaker law
First of all,
that nobody cares about.
I've been over Lewis's house on Sunday, and there's everything's open. You get food. Restaurants are all open.
Of course.
Yeah, it's just like living
Just
anywhere
not
else.
the mall.
Yeah, you can't go buy slacks.
That's right.
You can't go buy a blouse. Who cares?
And you could also drive 20 minutes and do any of those things. There's malls, other directions.
Some of the biggest malls are in Jersey.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also. We're not. It wasn't the perfect place.
No, you didn't like it.
I did like it, but it wasn't perfect, and I don't think right now is the right time.
She's got to be happy, dude.
Huh?
She's got to be happy. If she's not happy with the in-law suite downstairs where she's going to stay most of the time.
No, you're right. If Christine's not happy, it's bad.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I adapt better.
Much
better.
You can. Yeah, we can live anywhere.
No, I'll probably kill myself soon, but
You can't kill yourself.
No, not yet. But I have to make sure.
Do we have the will?
If I
Did you
kill
get that
myself,
will?
though, it's like when I leave a tip, I need to make sure the person sees me do it. So I need Christina to watch me kill myself. Jeremy spoke in class today style.
It's a few
I'm gonna go.
months, and I'd love to have a pool too. By next summer, I'd love to have a pool, but we're talking about a few months.
We're going.
Oh, you got the will right here. We have the will.
Good.
Is the house on the will?
You don't want to go where Bobby is because it's further? You want to live closer to the city eventually?
You're asking the wrong person.
I think it's smart that you live a little closer. I would love for you to live where I live, but you need to go in segments. Where I live now, 30 minutes out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
If I moved to like Versey or Giannis, I'd kill myself.
Yeah.
But now that I live 30 minutes, an extra 15, 20 minutes up isn't going to affect me at all.
Sure.
And I'll get used to that. But you should live 35 minutes out of the city is probably the max.
Right now,
to live.
We live 0 minutes from the city.
Yep. Is Gil going to live in the house too? Is
No.
Gil coming?
You could live in the mother-in-law suite.
There you go.
No.
You can leave the mother-in-law suite to Christine and the house to Gil.
There's no house. Gil, there's nothing being fostered out for a house there. That's all my apartment belongings.
So Gil gets none of the house?
None of the house. Christine gets Carla's car. I remember that.
Who gets the house when you do get a house?
There's no house.
When you get one?
No, there's not a house. They could take over our lease. Does somebody want to take over the lease in our apartment? It's expensive.
But you're not hearing me. If you do get a house, are you going to leave it to Christine?
No.
That's so fucking fast.
Gil gets the house?
Gil.
Give Carla the house.
Maybe Gil would get the house.
Carla deserves the house.
Give it Carla.
Leave it to Carla.
Yeah. Carla just kicks Christine's stuff is on the lawn.
But then also no one has mortgage debt when I'm dead. That's nice.
Well, not if you pay the house off.
Oh, that's true. I guess you could pay the house
You
off.
pay the house off and then you die. And then she's a millionaire. Right?
Who, Christine?
Yeah. Well, or
I would do my best to assure Christine is not a millionaire when I die based off of my money. She'd have to figure that out on her own.
Yeah, Gil will be.
Gil. We'll make sure we take care of Gil. Isabella, for sure.
Right.
But yeah. No, I want Christine to stay motivated in life. Let her get out there. Earn it.
You want to earn it?
Yeah. She can move in with Justin or our dog sitter, and they can just be covered in hair together. Yeah, I like it.
Well, I can't wait for you to get a house. It's going to change.
Well, I hope that is not really weighing on you hard. You can't wait? I hope you can wait.
I'm going to wait, but I can't wait till you guys I know you love the New York and all that stuff, but when you get your backyard, I know you. I spent a week with you in L.A. That backyard.
No, you're mistaking the whole thing. I hate it here. I hate every day living in this city at this point. I'm so over.
Can I say
this shit? Yeah.
It fills me with joy when you say this.
Yeah.
I feel like I was but I love that you're with me.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. I want to commute I liked working in New York City. I like doing comedy in New York City. I like doing my podcasts here. I like doing, you know what I mean? I like being the base of New York City. I just don't want to go to bed in it anymore. I hate it in that regard.
Yeah.
It's loud. It's disgusting.
You have to pick up your dog shit. When you get a house, you can hire a guy that comes around once a week and picks up all your shit.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yick.
Yeah, there's a companies that will come down and pick up all your dog shit for you.
I think I could pick up the dog shit.
Nah.
I mean, I've already been doing it for a couple of years. I'm pretty used to it.
But on the pavement, it's worse because you got to scoop it, mush it.
Oh, here.
Yeah, here sucks.
On the pavement. Yeah, when she shits in the pavement, I do hate that. You're just leaving a shit streak on concrete.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing about it.
And I have a backyard, so I can let her shit, let it dry,
and then somebody comes and
go
picks
pick
it up?
Well, yeah, I have somebody go pick it up. It's Don Kelly, but
I was gonna say it should be Mac's job.
Not yet. Not
Who's
yet.
this?
Why?
Because
what's the service that will come to your house and pick up dog shit? That's crazy.
No,
Shit scoops?
Yeah, there's a service you can get that will pick up your dog shit.
Shit scoop
Yeah,
service?
Carlton has that. He doesn't pick up shit.
Like once a week?
Once a week comes by and goes and picks up all the shit in the backyard.
But then
You
you
can't
just
pick up
have
shit. He goes
all
head
your
over
backyard
ass.
for a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hire him to come by twice a week. What do you need?
You can't really use your backyard for anything else.
No, you can use your backyard. Your dog's not shitting 7 times a day.
Sometimes.
Your dog shits more than once a day.
Okay, but there's 7 shits then on the lawn.
Well, 7 shits around the lawn. Yeah.
Your dog only shits
if
once
you're
a
gonna
day?
if you're gonna throw the
My dog
football with
shits
your
once a
son,
day. Yeah.
you have 7 places you have to remember not to run.
Yeah,
Right?
there's obstacles.
Minefield?
Little obstacles you got to be aware of.
How much do you pay a shit guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much it is.
How much is your
But
shit guy?
I mean, I pay Dawn. And
I'm looking around for a new shit guy. You got one? It's a good price.
I'll have Dawn come over and do it. Give her $100 a week.
Yeah, really. I don't even know why. It's only if it's. I actually pick up our dog shit for my like caring about like going out and like having to see it or whatever. But I should just leave it.
No, don't be that person.
Why?
Because that person's a fucking bad shit person.
Yeah, but what is it? Why am I doing my little part for the city? No one else cares. There's bags of dog shit. Even when people pick up the dog shit, they just leave the bag right where it's at.
They're terrible
You're supposed
people.
to. I hope you take your shoes off as soon as you walk in the door, because apparently you're putting the entire city's feces, dog feces, all over your carpet.
Oh yeah, my floor and
Babies
carpet.
get very sick because they're crawling on the carpet.
Yeah.
In the city apartments.
Yeah.
Because there's so much dog shit on the.
The problem
ground.
is our dog. Our dog
don't forget
only
the
has.
piss. Dogs just. The dogs just piss everywhere.
Our dogs have. Our dog has very few places to go. Really, in the house. You know, it's an apartment, so I have to keep my shoes on in the house, or my socks will be black and covered in dog hair.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Do you have house shoes?
Yeah, I mean slippers and stuff, sure. But I don't. I feel like a wiener wearing slippers.
I'm more crazy than you are, but honestly, it's just because I take the subway. Because Bobby, I have to when I get in, take my shoes off, and then I take off. I put on sweats because these are my sitting on the subway pants on the train, and I've seen too many bums shit where on the seats.
I don't sit. Don't sit.
Well, no, I have to.
I hold the
thing.
thing. I hold the thing.
And then I sent you that video last week of the guy cutting his toenails, where you would sit on the chair, and like a mound of toenails.
Disgusting.
You got to let it go, man. You're talking about public toilets and stuff and things like that.
He was on the train.
Like on the
he was on the train cutting his toenails.
No. I understand. But I'm saying any of these like things like that where I see somebody doing something, you just got to suspend disbelief. You just got to let it go. You got to say
it'll drive you mad, but
it'll drive you. That's what I'm saying. Anytime, any emergency I've had where I've had to shit publicly, I just
take a shit.
I wipe the toilet seat down before I do it. At best, I just wipe it with some tissue, and then I go. I'm just going to pretend that there hasn't been shit and 50 asses on this seat. Just
no,
pretend
but I'm
it
not
didn't.
talking about a public toilet. I'm talking about a subway seat. I watched, and this was I always remember this. I got on a car and I didn't realize there was a bum in there, and then you get trapped, and he shit himself on the seat in front of everyone, and then got out of the stop, and then one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen just sat right where
you didn't say anything.
No,
you didn't say no.
Nobody said anything.
I am making the same point, though. I'm saying it's the same with the subway. When it's a subway pole I'm holding on to or chair I'm sitting on, I just pretend it's just.
Yeah, you got to take. You
just let it go. It's like I'm sure I'm sitting. I'm sure there's been shit that's been improperly wiped up off the seat. People fucking, a guy jerking off, homeless ass. Spit, snot. You just, you look down. You do a, what do you call it? The little ocular pat down.
You say,
and you go.
Make the sign of the cross.
You go. I'm just gonna sit, man. Like it is what it is.
I can't let it go.
I got you. I understand not being able to.
Yeah, you got it.
But sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta let us go. Let go. Let God. That's what I say. And he's hosting the show tonight, actually. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's fine. He says he knows you. I'm like, and then I see him and I go, oh, Jesus, it's that guy. He's now older. I think he's dating this very young girl, but he was dating a very young girl before who died suddenly, which is strange. And then when he's bringing me up on stage, he was trying to tell me before he goes on, he goes, yeah, I haven't been doing comedy too much. I started doing boxing announcing now. Boxing announcing is kind of like my big thing. I go, cool. And he goes, so, he goes, how tall are you, Jay? And I go, 6'3", and he goes, what do you weigh? And I go, I go, why? And he goes, because when I do the announcing now, I always do like the Like the ring announcer, they go, your next guy, what, 6 foot, whatever, weighing it, whatever, the heavyweight champion. I'm gonna give you a hold, the heavyweight king. And I was like, now you could just say like Legion of Skanks and Bonfires, H Comedy Central.
Yeah, dude, we're at a beef and brew.
I'm okay. Yeah, clubs and colleges would suffice over what you're gonna go tell everybody my weight. But I'm sorry, where I'm messing up this story was he asked me how tall I was, how much I weigh, and at the time what's funny was my heaviest weight ever was 340.
No.
At the time I was probably 280.
Damn.
I was probably 280, and I go 280, and then I go why, and then he tells me why, and I was like, oh no, don't do that for me, please. He goes, no, it's a good thing, and I go, oh. I'm like, well, if you could not, it would be great. And he was like, oh, he said he wouldn't, and then when he's bringing me up, we have a video of it somewhere. Are you looking for it? Where he shows my face. I know it's so far away. When he shows my face, because he's on stage and he goes, oh, are you guys ready for your headliner? This guy, he goes, weighing in at 6'3", weighing in at 300 pounds. He just added weight to it. He was weighing 300 pounds.
He rounded up. He rounded
You
up.
just see my face go, So I went up there. I had a really fun set, like fucking with the crowd and everything. It was good. It was like a cool thing. It was Philly and whatever. It was pretty easy to do. She's running around like a maniac. The girl doesn't pay attention to the show at all. So she's not being wooed by my comedy at all. She just like, sounds like he's doing good, like I thought he would. And then when we're leaving, she's standing there and she hands me a check in an envelope. She was giving me $300 or something. And I go, no. I'm like, here, Janessa.
Oh, you got $1 a pound?
I go, yeah, fuck a pound. I go, no, please. Christine is not even looking at me when I tell the story. She's so humiliated by how much this girl from high school doesn't give a shit still. And I slide the check back. I go, no, you keep it. And she goes, yeah, I already wrote the check though. And I was like, yeah, but I was like, but I'm saying, like, take it and just like rip the check up and just keep the money in the thing for the kids and the dance team or whatever. And she's like, all right. And she's like,
that was it.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, well, thanks for having me, whatever. And we left, and we get outside, and Rob Mayer just goes, man, she still doesn't give a fuck about you. It's like so. It's like she doesn't give a shit. Do we have drops from her? We have Janessa drops.
Oh, that's
Jay,
brutal.
that's such a lie.
Yeah. Hey, you used to like Samantha Montavani.
That is
No.
hilarious. Were stag parties a thing in Massachusetts? Because that was a Connecticut thing where it was
there was a stag party I went to out in Worcester one time, and I drive out, and it was like a bar that had windows out onto the parking lot. So I'm in the parking lot, and I look in, and I can see them, and it's fucking madness. And there's a strip, like if you have a stripper. Close the curtains.
Well, can you
go in the
explain?
back
Because I
room.
want to see if you guys have the same thing in mind. Because when Mike used to say stag party to me when we first started hanging out, I just assumed that was like a weird, like New England name for like a bachelor party, and it sort of is, but it's very specifically a thing. Because you said it starts off like the ones you said it starts off guys and girls, and then it divulges into a guys hookers thing.
Yeah, well, like wives and girlfriends and sisters and stuff will come bring food, like and set up the catering and stuff, and then they
take
leave.
their clothes off.
And then they leave, and then they help set up like the there's always a raffle table.
Wow.
And there's like so the beginning is like pulled pork, sausage and peppers, whatever, and then the old guys leave and the kids leave, and then the stripper comes.
So the wife
And then
gets
it
the assist on the unwanted pregnancy.
Yeah,
now
This is your fault, babe. Why'd you make it so inviting
But the
for these
women aren't like
prostitutes?
hanging out; they're there setting up, and
That's
then they
amazing.
bounce.
That's
But
amazing.
I was thinking more. To me, bachelor party is like play. Well, I've bumped into people I've been at bachelor parties with before. Like I'm not talking about like Sal's, where we all went to Vegas and it's like a beautiful time altogether. I'm talking about a place where it's like guys are going into a bathroom 3 at a time while there's this girl's chugging cock in each bathroom
and there's one
stall.
person like payphone calling for
And when,
coke
and when a guy goes, dude, I haven't seen you since so and so's bachelor party, you go,
Yeah.
That never happened, but it was all to raise money for the groom, stags.
Oh, that's right.
So
Now
instead
this-
of going to like a strip club, it was like, let's have the lowest common denominator hooker here.
Yeah, no, this girl wasn't a hooker, but she was a stripper. And I walk in, and nobody. It was a surprise that there was going to be a comedian.
Yeah.
But even like, it's like nobody wants to go from a naked woman dancing around to a guy doing stand-up comedy. And I had they gave me all these things. He sells shoes, so you could do foot fetish shows. I'm writing jokes. I'm kind of new at it, so I'm writing tons of pages and pages. I'm trying out material, and I show up, and it's in McGuire's pub with the window. And so I park the car, and I go inside, and I go, yeah, I'm going to do the comedy. Is there somewhere I can put my notes? And they're like, no, just go out. There's no microphone. Just go out and tell your jokes and roast them. So I go out and I'm standing there, and they had peanuts, and I just start getting hit